Not only do we see in verse 18a what has been extended to us, but we see in verse 18b what is expected of us. It's right here in the verse. It says, we have been reconciled. God was in Christ, reconciling us to himself. And then he gave us the ministry of reconciliation. He extended reconciliation to us. But then he expects us to extend reconciliation to others. Do y'all feel me? Now that we have been reconciled, according to the word, he has committed to us the ministry, the responsibility, the obligation. He has given us the job, the requirement to be vessels of reconciliation, the conduit of reconciliation, instruments of reconciliation. It is our responsibility now to reconnect others who are still disconnected from God to God by the reconciliatory act of God's grace in our own lives. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So now that we are reconciled to God and the heart of God is beating in our heart, and we know the heartbeat of God, then our heart ought to beat like God's heart for the lost man, the sinner man, the one that doesn't know him. And we ought to be working in every way we can to be examples, to be demonstrators. We ought to be working every way we can to draw others, to pull others, to include others, to provoke others, to invoke others, to invite others, to help reconcile, reconnect them back to Christ. How many of you know we have the minute Christ expects us to be the messengers and the ministers of reconciliation? You don't get a day off. All right, y'all quiet. I'm moving on. Y'all quiet and I'm tired. That's a bad combination. So here's what's been extended to us. Reconciliation. Here's what's expected of us. That we would reconcile others back to Christ. Y'all with me? Here's the final piece. He tells us what's been extended to us, what's expected of us, but in verses 19 through 22, he explains it to us.